जी, दिया है।
जूली जी आपको आपकी आवाज
हेलो सर।
हाँ
जी,
बोलिए।
आई एम जूली झा फ्रॉम मधुबनी, बिहार। आई एम मधुबनी पेंटिंग ट्रेनर। I know about your Google Meet, Pathak sir. Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, good. Thank you so much, all of you. So, Pankaj sir, we all right now going to start the topic base, or if you have any. So there were two things, Pankaj sir, we are wanted to highlight you over there. And if you have any question to any member, or kind of, for example, if I have any question to Pathak sir, my Pathak sir having any question to me, any question to Savita ma'am, right? So we have kind of the you can schedule the session also. So before the topic or after the topic, maybe your choice will be there, right? So so right now we can go for that topic wise, Pankaj sir. Yeah. So right now, in the forum, do you have any question to anyone, any participant?
हाँ, सत्य ঠিক আছে বেশ। जी नमस्कार। जी नमस्कार। तो संस्कृत के बारे में क्या जानना चाहते हैं आप लोग? संस्कृत के बारे में क्या जानना चाहते हैं आप लोग?
तो पहला चीज तो सबसे पहला चीज कि आज हम संस्कृत हमारे बच्चे क्यों पढ़े। स्कूल तो देख रहे हैं कि स्कूल में पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही है संस्कृत की।
जी, जी, जी।
आज किसी भी स्कूल में संस्कृत की पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही है, शिक्षक भी नहीं है। मैं बहुत एक फेमस स्कूल ओपन माइंड बिरला स्कूल में शिक्षक था संस्कृत का।
जी,
मुझे पढ़ाने नहीं दिया जा रहा था संस्कृत।
जी,
तो इसकी रक्षा कैसे होगी संस्कृत की जब तक छात्र नहीं पढ़ेंगे।
जी, जी। देखिए संस्कृत विद्या जो है, वो स्कूल की विद्या नहीं है, गुरुकुल की विद्या है। जब तक प्रत्येक ब्राह्मण, प्रत्येक आचार्य अपने घर में नहीं पढ़ाना शुरू करेगा, गुरुकुल के हिसाब से नहीं पढ़ाएगा, क्योंकि ये श्रुति पर है, आचार्य परंपरा है। जो व्यक्ति अच्छा होगा, अच्छा पढ़ा होगा, गुरुकुल परंपरा से पढ़ा होगा, वो स्कूल में जाकर के विद्या को बेचना ही नहीं चाहेगा। अध्यापन नहीं करेगा वो। अध्यापन करना भी शास्त्रों में निषेध बताया गया है। तो वो अध्यापन घर पे ही करवाएगा शिष्यों को रख करके, और शिष्य घर पे रहेंगे, अभी भी रह रहे हैं परंपरागत, यहाँ गुरुकुल चल रहा है हमारे पास ही इस समय 25 बच्चे हैं। मैं अपने ही अनुष्ठान करके जो मेरी दक्षिणा होती है उससे मैं उन लोगों को पालन करता हूँ, पढ़ाता हूँ, और मेरे बच्चे भी आप लोगों के प्रश्नों का उत्तर दे सकते हैं।
ना ना
मतलब आप
बस,
मुझसे दर्श, पौर्णमास, चातुर्मास, सोम यज्ञ के बारे में भी पूछेंगे, तो मेरे बच्चे आपके प्रश्नों का उत्तर देंगे। तो परंपरागत ही जब गुरुकुल में पढ़ाया जाएगा, तो संस्कृत विद्यालय की और संस्कृत माने विद्या की रक्षा भी होगी, और उस समय ही संस्कृत जागृत भी होगा। बच्चे पढ़ना नहीं चाह रहे हैं, इसमें बच्चों का दोष नहीं है, दोष है अध्यापकों का। अध्यापक खुद संस्कृत नहीं है। जब तक वो स्वयं संस्कृत नहीं होगा, संस्कार युक्त नहीं होगा, तब तक बच्चे उसकी बात क्यों मानेंगे? क्योंकि बच्चे उपदेशक प्रिय नहीं होते, अनुकरण प्रिय होते हैं।
सही।
बच्चे अनुकरण प्रिय होते हैं, आपका अनुकरण करते हैं बच्चे, उपदेश नहीं सुनते। हाँ, अमेरिका में तो संस्कृत सीख नहीं रहे हैं, क्योंकि वो संस्कृत भाषा का महत्व समझ गए हैं। जो भी महत्व समझ गया वो सीख रहा है, आज भी सीख रहा है, अभी भी सीख रहा है।
मैं गुरुवर गुरुवर संजय
जी, जी,
मैं मैं एक बच्चे को पढ़ाने के लिए मैंने अपने स्कूल की नौकरी को छोड़ दिया
जी,
कि एक बच्चा कम से कम मुझे पढ़ने के लिए तैयार तो है, और
जी।
मैं अमेरिका के उस बच्चे को पढ़ाने लगा।
हुँ,
मुझसे मुझसे पूछा गया कि आप फी कितना लीजिएगा? फी।
जी,
मैंने
जी,
बोला कि हम भारत के लोग फी नहीं लेते, हम
जी,
दक्षिणा में 1 रुपया भारत का लेते हैं।
जी।
और अभी तक मैंने 40 से अधिक बच्चे को पढ़ाया है। सभी के गार्जियन से, अभिभावक से मात्र 1 रुपया मांगता हूँ।
हाँ,
वो
मैं बता रहा हूँ, मैं स्वयं अपने अनुष्ठान करके जो मेरी दक्षिणा होती है, उसी से मैं 25 बच्चों का पालन करता हूँ, और वो
जी,
बच्चे हमारे सब हैं जो आपके सारे प्रश्नों का उत्तर दे सकते हैं।
अभी अभी मैंने परसों जो हम लोगों का नववर्ष विक्रम संवत जो शुरू होगा,
जी, आने वाला है। जी,
तो वो परसों जो होगा उसका मैंने अभी अभ्यास करवाया था एक बच्चे को अमेरिका में। अगर
हुँ।
कोई वीडियो दिखला सकते हैं तो दिखला दीजिए ना। मैंने विभूति जी, पंकज जी, 2-3 आदमी को भेजा था। आज मैंने पढ़ाया है, अभी अभी से आधा घंटा पहले उस बच्ची को मैंने पढ़ाया। और किसी को कुछ पूछना हो तो पूछिए इनसे अबाउट द आवर कल्चर और संस्कृत, और कुछ पूछना हो तो इनके ज्ञान का कुछ जानकारी हम लोगों को लेनी चाहिए। भाग्य हम लोग भाग्यशाली हैं जो कि इस प्रकार के विद्वान हमारे सामने हैं।
अब आप आए हैं तो कोई अच्छा सा कोई मंत्र या श्लोक अ, सुना दीजिए, जिससे मन अंतरात्मा पवित्र हो जाए हम लोगों की।
मंत्र सुना दें।
आप तो
देखिए, हमारे यहाँ
बता
जो
रहे होंगे।
मंत्रों की जो परंपरा रही है हमारे यहाँ, मंत्रों के 8 विकृतियाँ होती हैं। मैं आपको एक विकृति सुनाता हूँ मंत्र का। मंत्रों की हमारे यहाँ परंपरा जो मतलब उसको तैयार करने की परंपरा है। वेद को हम लोग कभी भी पुस्तक से नहीं पढ़ाते। हम लोग स्वयं बैठ जाते हैं, बच्चा सामने बैठ रहा है, हम लोग 4 बार बोलते हैं, वो बच्चा 4 बार बोलता है, फिर उसके बाद वो 11 बार उसको रटता है हम लोगों के सामने, फिर वो याद कर लेता है। तो उसको याद करने की परंपरा से विकृतियों से द्वारा जल्दी याद होता है और अधिक बढ़िया याद होता है। तो विकृति आप एक सुने। हरि ओम माता उभौ उभौ ताता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुर उभौ तौता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरः पदः पदश्चतुर उभौ तौता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरपदः पदश्चतुर सम्पदः पदः सम्प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयावेति सम्मा प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयाव पदश्चतुर उभौ तौता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरः पदः पदः सम्प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयाव स्वर्गे 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 स्वहागे इति स्वर्गे स्वर्गे सम्प्रसारयाव पदश्चतुर उभौ तौता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरः पदः पदः सम्प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयाव स्वर्गे स्वर्गे लोके लोके स्वर्गे सम्प्रसारयाव पदश्चतुर उभौ तौता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरः पदः पदः सम्प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयाव स्वर्गे स्वर्गे लोके लोके प्रलोके स्वर्गे सम्प्रसारयाव पदश्चतुर उभौ तौ ता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरः पदः पदः सम्प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयाव स्वर्गे स्वर्गे लोके लोके ओरुर्वाथां प्रलोके स्वर्गे सम्प्रसारयाव पदश्चतुर उभौ तौता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरः पदः पदः सम्प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयाव स्वर्गे स्वर्गे लोके लोके प्रोरुर्वाथां वृषा वृषा प्रोरुर्वाथां स्वर्गे लोके सम्प्रसारयाव पदश्चतुर उभौ तौता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरः पदः पदः सम्प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयाव स्वर्गे स्वर्गे लोके लोके प्रोरुर्वाथां वृषा वृषा बाजी बाजी वृषा ओरुर्वाथां प्रलोके स्वर्गे सम्प्रसारयाव पदश्चतुर उभौ तौता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरः पदः पदः सम्प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयाव स्वर्गे स्वर्गे लोके लोके प्रोरुर्वाथां वृषा वृषाबाजी रेतो धाः रेतो धा इति रेतो धाः रेतो धा बाजी वृषा प्रोरुर्वाथां प्रलो लोके स्वर्गे सम्प्रसारयाव पदश्चतुर उभौ तौता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरः पदः पदः सम्प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयाव स्वर्गे स्वर्गे लोके लोके ओरुर्वाथां वृषा वृषा बाजी रेतो धाः रेतो रेतः रेतो धा वाजी वृषावोरुर्वाथां प्रलोके स्वर्गे स्वर्गे सम्प्रसारयाव पदश्चतुर उभौ तौता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरः पदः पदः सम्प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयाव स्वर्गे स्वर्गे लोके लोके ओरुर्वाथां वृषा वृषा बाजी बाजी रेतो धाः रेतः रेतः दधातु दधात्विति दधातु रेतः रेतो धाः वाजे वृषा ओरुर्वाथां प्रलोके स्वर्गे सम्प्रसारयाव पदश्चतुर उभौ तौता उभौ उभौ चतुरः चतुरः पदः पदः सम्प्रसारयाव सम्प्रसारयाव स्वर्गे लोके प्रोरुर्वाथां वृषा वाजी रेतो धाः रेतो दधातु हरि ओम शांति।
अहम चरण स्पर्शम करोमि।
अरे भवान तो ज्येष्ठः सन्ति अहमैव
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, प्रणाम सर।
हम गुरुवर अब
अहम अहमेव चरणम अहमेव प्रणमामि भवन्तम्।
अब आप स्टूडेंट्स के लिए मैं 2 मिनट बताता हूं कि इन्होंने 5 मिनट तक जो पाठ किया, आप लोगों ने ये कभी सोचा कि वेद जो हमारे ऋषि मुनियों ने जो वेद लिखा या बोला, वो यहां तक आया कैसे? इस पर मनन किया, सोचा? Can you imagine that the Veda is written where the word of our Rishi come to us? How?
It's Rishi Parampara, sir.
What was the Rishi Parampara?
सर ऐसे महान मतलब इन्हीं लोगों की द्वारा पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी
अभी जो ये पढ़ रहे थे, इसको पढ़ के आप लोगों ने क्या सोचा होगा कि इन्होंने कितना पेज पढ़ा? इमेजिन, कोई स्टूडेंट बोलेंगे, ये जो अभी पढ़ रहे थे गुरुवर, ये कितना पेज पढ़े होंगे? एक इमेजिन बताइए तो, कल्पना करके।
सर क्या बताऊं सर, अब नो आइडिया, कभी पढ़ा नहीं तो फिर कहाँ से याद
इन्होंने अभी मात्र 5 पंक्ति पढ़ा था।
हमने केवल एक मंत्र पढ़ा है, उस मंत्र का रथ जो है
एक मिनट, मैं जरा व्याख्या कर देता हूं।
जो है पढ़ी है, द्विपाद रथ का विकृति पढ़ा है।
इन्होंने मात्र 4 पंक्ति पढ़ा है। राम राम घर जाता है, राम जाता जाता राम, जाता राम घर, घर जाता राम, है राम घर जाता, राम घर जाता है, उसी को 36 टाइप से पढ़ा है। और इससे क्या होता था कि हमारे मस्तिष्क में ये बातें बैठ जाती थी। स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती सत्यार्थ प्रकाश, मंडला बर्मा का मंडला जेल, किताब को अंग्रेजों ने जला दिया। वो बोले कोई चिंता करने की बात नहीं है, कागज और पेंसिल दे दो और मैं हूबहू किताब लिख लेता हूं। तो आज हम बच्चे के, आज हम लोग जो इस गजट के पास में आ गए हैं, हम लोगों ने बोलना, आप देखे होंगे बचपन में, आप लोग ने इसको नहीं देखा होगा कि हम लोग सवेरे 4 बजे मॉर्निंग में उठ करके हम लोग रिसाइट किया करते थे।
वहाँ कीड़ा रखा है,
ये परंपरा समाप्त हो गई। और इन्होंने आज एक बहुत अच्छा हम लोगों को, the topic is our change because this is the English class and convert into the Sanskrit class. So but इन्होंने एक बहुत अच्छा मेथड आज हम लोगों को दिखाया कि कैसे वेद हमारे पास अक्षुण्ण एज इट यहां तक आ गया है। और किसी को कुछ पूछना हो तो आप पूछिए, हम लोग भाग्यशाली हैं कि आज हमारे क्लास में गुरुवर हैं। सबसे बड़ी चीज क्या है कि आज हम बच्चे लिखते नहीं हैं, व्हाट्सएप पर आ गया, व्हाट्सएप पर योर को YR लिख लेते हैं, यू को ओनली यू लिख लेते हैं। और आपको सुन करके आश्चर्य होगा, एज ए टीचर आई एग्जामिन द पेपर एंड इन द पेपर में मैं देखता हूं कि बच्चे
विद्याधर है ना,
व्हाट्सएप का लैंग्वेज में लिखना शुरू कर दिए हैं।
ससुरा तो ये सब कहाँ देगा।
तो वो शॉर्टकट एग्जाम पेपर में लिखने लगा है बच्चा।
पूरा नहीं है परीक्षा ना जी,
बच्चा लिखता नहीं है, हम लोग रिसाइट नहीं करते। जिनके भी घर में छोटे छोटे हैं,
दुर्गा नारद
बोल बोल के पढ़ने का आदत जरूर डालना चाहिए। और हम तो अभिभूत, क्या हमारा तो जन्म सफल हो गया आज इस मीटिंग में आकर के।
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है। हमने तो ये सुधांशु ने कहा तो हम कहा अच्छा चलो ठीक है।
नहीं, आपकी बात को गुरुवर अब सामान्य लोग जब तक इनकी बात को हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर, प्राइम मिनिस्टर लागू नहीं करेंगे, ये संभव नहीं है।
हाँ, वो विद्यालय की परंपरा करके जो है और सह शिक्षा ये और इसको करके ही संस्कृत को समाप्त कर दिया गया। और व्यक्ति ही संस्कृत नहीं रह गया तो उसके पढ़ाए हुए संस्कृत के विद्यार्थी कैसे रहेंगे, जो व्यक्ति स्वयं संस्कृत नहीं है।
संस्कृत इज नॉट ए लैंग्वेज, संस्कृत इज आवर कल्चर।
जी, वो हमारी प्रकृति है।
संस्कृत इज टेलिंग टू यू दैट मातृदेवो भव। अब अगर देवता क्या है, इन पर गुरुवर बोलेंगे तो हाफ एन आवर बोलते रह जाएंगे कि देवता क्या है। देवो दानात् द्योतनात्, जो आपको कुछ देता है, जो आपको लाइट करता है, वही देवता है। अभी मातृ देवो भव, मेरी माँ हमारे लिए देवी के जैसी है। बिकॉज शी इज गिविंग टू मी नॉलेज, शी इज गिविंग टू मी हाउ यू डू और नॉट डू, टीचिंग टू अस। So my mother, my parents, my teacher and my guest is God. हम लोग भूलते जा रहे हैं और पता नहीं इसको कभी कभी तो हमको बहुत ये लगता है कि हम किस परंपरा में जा रहे हैं। खास करके अभी का जो 30 से 40 के बीच के जो स्टूडेंट है, जिसके कंधे पर देश की जवाबदेही है। प्रेम जी कुछ पूछिए, आप पूछिए प्रेम जी।
हेलो गुरुदेव संजय सर।
जय श्री नारायण, बोलिए।
आवाज आ रही है सर?
जी जी हाँ, आ रही है।
सर एक सवाल मेरे मन में आपके लिए,
क्या?
और ये मेरे मन में है फॉर मी काइंड ऑफ कि अगर हमें जो हिंदुत्व में जो हजारों देवी देवता हैं, राइट, सो उसमें से अगर आपको आपके तरफ से बोला जाए, आपके जो सिद्धांतों के हिसाब से कोई एक देवता जो सबसे बड़े हैं, जिनका ही पूजा करके सबका पूजा हो जाए, तो कौन सा देवता हो सकते हैं सर?
जी, इसको तो श्रीमद् भागवत जी में भृगु जी ने बता दिया है। भागवत श्रीमद् भागवत जी में भृगु जी ने बता दिया है कि वात्सल्याद् अभय प्रदान समयादार्ताति निर्वापणा दौदार्यादघ शोषणाद् गलितः श्रेयः पदः प्रापणात् सेभ्यः श्रीपतिरेकरेव जगताम् एते भवान् साक्षिणः प्रहलादश्च विभीषणश्च करिराट पांचाल्य हिल्या ध्रुवः। ये तो पहले ही बता दिया गया है। हम अन्य देवताओं की कोटि को बात नहीं कर रहे। 1000 देवी देवता नहीं है जो आपने कहा 1000 देवी देवता है। 1000 देवी देवता नहीं है। हमारे यहाँ देवी देवता केवल 33 माने गए हैं। 12 आदित्य, 11 रुद्र, 8 वसु, प्रजापति, इंद्र, ब्रह्मा। ये हमारे यहाँ 33 देवता ही माने गए हैं। इन्हीं के प्रकार हैं, 33 कोटि हैं। फिर इनके प्रकार और हैं, जो प्रकार जाकर के हम लोगों को लगता है कि ज्यादा है, लेकिन अधिक नहीं है। ये सब 33 ही हैं। उनमें भी जब आप सतवत ब्राह्मण पढ़ेंगे तो आपको मालूम पड़ेगा कि अग्नि को पूर्व देवता कहा गया और विष्णु को पर देवता कहा गया। इसीलिए हमारे यहाँ सोम यज्ञ करते समय सबसे पहले जो है अग्ना विष्णु इष्टि होती है। अग्ना विष्णु इष्टि माने अग्नि जो है पूर्व देवता है, सबसे पहले उनको पा लिया और सबसे अंतिम में जो है विष्णु है। अत्यंतो टकितो जो व्याकरण में चलता है तो अग्नि विष्णु इष्टि होती है सोम यज्ञ में। मतलब मूलतः सबसे पूर्व, सबसे प्रथम हम लोगों को अगर कोई देवता मिलते हैं तो अग्नि है। और सबसे पर देवता जो है वो नारायण है।
नारायण विष्णु बोल रहे हैं सर आप?
जी हाँ, विष्णु। विष्णु व्यूह
मतलब
रूप में है, नारायण पर रूप में है।
ओके,
ये
तो
गूढ़
कृष्ण हो
रहस्य
सकता
है,
है,
इसको
कृष्ण
इतनी
इज द
जल्दी नहीं
सुपर,
समझा जा सकता।
कृष्ण सबसे श्रेष्ठ है मतलब?
हाँ, कृष्ण और विष्णु में अंतर आपको लग रहा है क्या?
एक ही है सर, एक ही, मेरा बिलीव एक ही है सर।
जी। ठीक, तो अब आप लोग बात कीजिए, हम थोड़ा जो लोग आ गए हैं तो हम उनसे बात करते हैं।
आपसे संपर्क कैसे होगा हम लोगों का?
जी, हम अपना नंबर यहाँ भेज देंगे, सुधांशु जी हमारा नंबर भेज देंगे आप लोगों को, तो आपसे बात हो जाएगी।
प्रणाम प्रणाम।
जय श्रीमनारायण, जय
प्रणाम
श्रीमनारायण।
गुरु जी, प्रणाम गुरु जी।
प्रणाम पंडित जी, प्रणाम।
प्रणाम
जी
प्रणाम।
प्रणाम
सुरेंद्र
जी,
मिश्रा।
प्रणाम
प्रणाम गुरुजी।
प्रणाम प्रणाम प्रणाम।
प्रणाम जयपुर सुरेंद्र मिश्रा।
गुड्डू भैया हैं, नहीं पहचानी ना।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद संजय गुरु जी।
Actually, sir, we are not calling him with his name because he is respected to us. So we cannot. He's like our Guruji. He usually come to my village and also stayed for long. Yeah, I think for 7 days also here he stayed. So and we respect a lot. All people of my village respect him.
So सुरेंद्र सर,
Yes, good evening to all, sir. First of all,
welcome sir. So we can start for today's topic. Pankaj sir, you can you can display the topic.
Yes, 1 minute, Priyam. So, Pathak sir,
जी बोला जाए।
now Guruji left session, so please say something regarding our Ved. It will be also good. Say something. A few minutes. Yes. The process of education in I like Guruji. I
I am
mean nowadays.
post graduate from Patna University in Sanskrit,
Yes.
and
Yes, sir.
our head of the department was Kasinath Mishra. He told to me that how in my childhood I recite the slokas. वो बताते थे कि when I was the student, how I recite the slokas, वो कहते थे कि एक मुट्ठी सरसों राई हमको हमको गुरु हाथ में दे देते थे।
Yes,
अंडरस्टूड?
sir. Yes, sir.
एक मुट्ठी सरसों हाथ में दे देते थे और कहते थे एक सूत्र कोई बोलो, कर्तरी प्रथमा यनांग विकारा सहार्थे तृतीया, और कीप ऑल द मस्टर्ड बाहर में रखो। ये थी हमारी परंपरा। अभी जो गुरुवर जी ने जो सुना रहे थे, वो मात्र 4 पंक्तियां थी। 4 पंक्ति को इतना बार बोला जाता है कि एक एक शब्द हमारे मस्तिष्क में गूंजने लगती है और हमें याद हो जाता है और हम उसे हूबहू रख देते हैं। तो आज सबसे बड़ी चीज क्या है कि हम लोग रिसाइट नहीं करते हैं। आज आप किसी बच्चे को बोलिएगा कोई कविता सुनाने के लिए तो कविता नहीं सुनाएगा, श्लोक पढ़ने के लिए तो श्लोक नहीं सुनाएगा। ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप का क्वेश्चन आंसर होने लगा है 8, 9, 10 में।
Yes. Yes, sir.
अयोध्या का राजा कौन था? दशरथ, माधव, कृष्ण, अर्जुन दिया हुआ है, बच्चा आंख मूंद कर किसी पर टिक कर देता है।
Yes, yes. I like this is the disadvantage of our objective question.
जी, तो नहीं, ये अपर एज में आकर के कंपटीशन में है वहां ठीक है, लेकिन आप बच्चे को डाल रहे हो ये।
Basic knowledge needed.
एज ए टीचर मैं अभी भी, जैसे मैं किसी से पूछता हूं कि भारत के प्रधानमंत्री कौन हैं, तो योर आंसर नॉट नरेंद्र मोदी, योर आंसर विल बी भारत के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी हैं।
Yes, full sentence.
बच्चा
Yes.
एक वर्ड में आंसर देने लगा है। तो सबसे हमको तो एज ए संस्कृत टीचर हमको बहुत दुख होता है, और मेरा जीवन हमको लगता है कि मैं हाउ कैन आई टेल टोल्ड टू यू दैट 1 बजे रात में, 12 बजे रात में मैं बच्चे को पढ़ाने के लिए तैयार रहता हूं कि कोई बच्चा तो गीता, रामायण, वेद पढ़ रहा है। आपको मैं 2 मिनट का टाइम लेता हूं।
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
और आपके पास में सविता मैम है, आप इनसे श्री सूक्त सुनिए। सविता मैम आप सुनाइए।
Please, Sarita ma'am.
दो,
Yes.
ये लक्ष्मी सूक्त है, आप लोग सभी ध्यान से सुनिएगा। तो लक्ष्मी की प्राप्ति का ये मंत्र है।
Sure, sir. Please, Sarita ma'am.
और आज आप घर में सुनेंगे तो आपको लोकल पंडित या कोई बोलेंगे कि स्त्री को वेद नहीं पढ़ना चाहिए। आप पूछेंगे किसी से तो वो बताएंगे।
ॐ हिरण्यवर्णां हरणिं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरणमयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो मावह तं आवह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामनिं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं कामश्वं पुरुषानहम् अश्वपूर्वां रथमद्यां हस्तिनाद प्रमोदनिम् श्रियं देवीमुपहवये श्रीरमं देवीरजूषतां काङ्क्षोऽस्मितां हिरण्यप्राकारामाद्रां ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपहवये श्रियं चन्द्रां प्रभासां यशसा ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवजुष्टामुदारां तां पद्मनीमिं शरणं प्रपद्ये अलक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां काङ्गिने आदित्यवर्णे तपसोऽधिजातो वनस्पतिस्तव वृक्षोदविल्व तस्य फलानि तपसानुदन्तु या अन्तरायाश्च बाह्या अलक्ष्मी उपैतु मां देवसखा कीर्तिश्च मणिनाशः प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मि राष्ट्रेऽस्मिन् कीर्तिं वृद्धिं ददातु मे सुत्पिपासामलां ज्येष्ठाम् अलक्ष्मीं नाशयाम्यहम् अभूतिमसमृद्धिं च सर्वान्निरनुद मे गृहात् गन्धद्वारां दुरादर्शां नित्यपुष्टां करीशनीम् ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपहवये श्रियं मनसः काममाकुतिं वाचा सत्यमसीमयि पशूनां रूपमन्नस्य मयि श्रीश्रयतां यशः कर्दमेन प्रजाभूता मयि सम्भवकर्दम श्रियं वाशय मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालनिम् आपसृजन्तु स्निग्धानि चिक्कलितव समे गृहे नीच देवीं मातरं श्रियं वाशय मे कुले आर्द्राङ्कुशकर्णीं पुष्टिं पिङ्गलं पद्ममालनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महाभागा आद्राङ्ग्यकर्णीं यष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो मावह तां मा आवह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामनिम् यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रभूतं गावो दास्योष्मान् विन्देयं पुरुषानहम् यः शुचिः प्रयतो भूत्वा जुह्यादाज्यमन्वहम् सूक्तं पञ्चदशार्थं च श्रीकामः सततं जपेत्।
इन्होंने जो अभी पाठ किया, तो इस पाठ को अकेले नहीं करना चाहिए, वैदिक पाठ को अकेले नहीं किया जाता है, इसीलिए आप देखते होंगे कि गला इनका फंसने लगता था। तो इसमें कुछ शब्द आ रहा था, प्रादुर्भूतस्य राष्ट्रेस्मिन्। हम प्रार्थना करते हैं पूरे राष्ट्र के बारे में। ये है हमारा संस्कृत, ये है हमारा वेद। हम अभी नवरात्र शुरू हो रहा है, आप लोगों में सभी दुर्गा सप्तशती का पाठ भी किया होगा, देखा भी होगा, किताब तो जरूर।
Yes, yes, sir.
उसमें आप लोगों ने गौर नहीं किया है, उसमें एक पंक्ति है, यंग यंग चिंतयते कामं तं तं प्राप्नोति निश्चितम। वर्ड पर ध्यान दीजिएगा, शब्द पर, निश्चित। मां दुर्गा कहती है, यंग यंग चिंतयते, तुम जो जो चीज सोचते हो, तं तं प्राप्नोति निश्चितम। या तो हम ठीक से पूजा नहीं करते हैं, या तो हमको उनके प्रति विश्वास नहीं है, अदरवाइज मां मेरी कभी झूठी हो नहीं सकती। कमी मुझ में है।
Yes, yes, sir.
यंग यंग चिंतयते, तुम जो जो चीज सोचते हो, तंग तंग प्राप्नोति निश्चितम। वर्ड पर ध्यान, निश्चित कहते हैं, एकदम श्योर। गीता में भी हम लोग चलेंगे तो हम लोग डाइवर्ट कर जाएंगे, मैं गीता वेद हर एक जगह का इस वाक्य को सुनाऊंगा। कहने का मतलब है, हमें हमारे घर में ही आपने पूछा था उनसे जो एक प्रश्न, किसी एक को यदि हमको देवता मानना हो, तो ये एकम सत विप्रा बहुधा वदंती, एक ही है ईश्वर, उसको विप्र जो है तरह तरह के नाम से बोलते हैं, और हम सबों के लिए मेरे माँ और पिता, इससे बड़ा कोई देवता है ही नहीं।
Yes, yes, sir.
कम से कम कल से आप सभी मेरा बात मान करके, जहां बाहर में है तो माँ गोड़ लगे छियो, माँ प्रणाम करे छी, मॉर्निंग में बोलिए ना, देखिए क्या इसका रिजल्ट आता है, सिर्फ इतना बोलिए ना। कल
Native language.
रोशनी जी नहीं है, कल वो पूछ रही थी हमको जन्म कुंडली या एस्ट्रोलॉजी के बारे में।
Yes, sir.
मैं आप इन सबों को इस मीटिंग में बहुत मतलब ये विश्वास के साथ बोलता हूं कि आपका कोई भी ग्रह आपको परेशान नहीं कर सकता है, यदि आपके माँ और पिता आप पर प्रसन्न हैं। और माँ और पिता को कुछ नहीं चाहिए, उनको सिर्फ आपका गोड़ लगे छी।
Yes,
चलिए
sir.
आप लोग इसको आगे आगे बढ़ाइए, बहुत खुशी हो रहा है हमको।
Thank you, sir.
बहुत
Thank you,
बहुत
sir.
धन्यवाद पाठक सर, धन्यवाद सविता मैम ऑल्सो।
इस और तो हम तो कहेंगे
बहुत
कि
बढ़िया चीज कहलिए यहाँ, लेकिन ई बहुत जरूरी है सबका ध्यान में रखना है।
Yes, yes. Same. So, sir, can we start now? Little
यस
regarding
यस,
our
अब
English.
आप लोग इसको इसको अपना थोड़ा सा अपने ट्रैक
Yes,
पर बढ़ा जाए, इंग्लिश का आप लोगों का जो है।
yes, 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 sir. We will learn both language, sir. Sanskrit
यस
as
यस,
well as English, both. Yes, sir. Because this is our actual symbol is Sanskrit. Yes, sir. So this is our today topic, skills. So Raghavji, please say something regarding today's topic. Yes, Raghavji.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Raghavji, please. Yes, Raghavji, please continue if possible.
Yes, yes. So, first question is, do you have a bike? Yes, I have bike. And second is, how often do you use it? So, I use bike on daily basis because I am traveling from my home to office. So, I used on the daily basis of bike. So, how old were you when you learned to ride a bike? So, when I was 24, so that time I learned bike. So, yeah. So, first I learned the Activa. After that, I learned bike. So, do many people in your country using bicycles? Yes, lots of peoples. So, used bicycles in our country. So, do you think using bicycles should be encouraged? Uh, yes, yes, it is. This is my point.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Raghavji. You provide a lot of idea regarding this. So now, Prem, I want to say,
Yes, Pankaj.
please continue. Yes. And
Yes.
one more thing, if any person want to say something regarding our cycle topic, it will be also good. Means,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
because a lot
Really,
of
really.
people not use bicycle, so
Man,
it will be
I
also
am
good.
using, sir.
Right,
Yes,
right.
Prem,
So first of all,
please.
thank you, Raghav. Raghav ji, you have explained beautifully, whatever in your mind. So if you think about today's topic, it's very beautiful, right? All of you? You all are agree with me? It's
Yes, yes, yes,
bicycle,
Prem.
right?
Yes,
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 sir.
Good, good, good. So maybe you will also think about the bicycle, very less manner in that scenario right now. 21st century is going on, so everyone have wish to ride car, not bicycle, right? You need to have car in your life. You need to improve your standard of living to making family member as a car, not bicycle right now. Because as I can see, various trend is going on in Instagram, YouTube, even though WhatsApp status also. Some people mention uh, kind of this is my new family member, right? So if I am talking about the topic bicycle, it's very important. It was ancient time where people don't have any kind of transportation support. People don't have bike, people don't have bicycle also. So for that, a traveling purpose, maybe people are suffering various pain. If you can't walk or 5 hour, right? Five, if you have to have go to the any native place or kind of any relative space, so you need to walk 2 and 4 miles a day. Maybe it will take 4 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour maybe. So when bicycle will be the it's supportive rider, so it was very crazy in their mind. So it was very helpful. People who have But right now, the 21st century, it's totally different perspective because having people in mind, bicycle, it's kind of showing cheap in a status price. If you thinking about your mind related to bicycle, so it's kind of people right now using bicycle just kind of exercise purpose also, right? So if I am talking about the question point of view, so you have a bike, so in that bicycle. kind of topic, it's also have bicycle or cycle also both. So we can think about both perspective. So yes, I also have bike, but I'm not using because I don't have time, or if I have time also, so I'm not able to use bike more and less. Even though if I am talking about the second point, which is how often do you use, it's no, I'm not using. So how old were you when you learn to ride a bike? So bike learning, for me, it's very complicated. When I'm starting bike learning in village, so it was very pain for me. Kind of you need to prepare for that. You should have clutch in your hand, one hand. In second hand, you need to manage your accelerator also, right? If you are going to disbalance both of parameters, so you are not able to make a bike good manner. So need to focus about both the things. So in kind of youngster mentality, you need to ride bike fast, right? So that's the basic fundamental we are going to fail. So this kind of thing I also have in my mind. So I face various problems. So gradually riding more and more, slowly. Kind of as far as bike is concerned, I am using bike in village also. Learning point of view, I am learning from older brother, learning from various things in slowly manner. So right now I am able to ride bike well. Don't have any problem. So if you're thinking about the bicycle ride, so in our country, I have seen various things in kind of villagers. Might be 54% is having bicycle and using daily basis to do their work smoothly. Might be, even though you can also have in your mind, might be Dudwala will, even though having bike using bicycle. So various thing in your mind, even though in urban populations might be 40% still using bicycle, because some people is use bicycle either kind of exercise or having kind of bicycle ride after lunch or after dinner. Even though maybe some people use bicycle to go to the office right now. I'm not talking about the basic bicycle. People have in your mind riding bicycle kind of premium bicycle, maybe 5,000, 10,000, yeah, thousands kind of 5,000, 10,000, various perspective in their mind. Even though you can see various pictures also. Uh, the celebrities are also using bicycle, right? Even though various ride is going on, even though some you also heard about various news where people going to ride bicycle to different estate also, having mindset to go to the Himalaya. So start bicycle, go to the village. Start bicycle, go to Himalaya. So various things in the mind, and it's also good. So the last point which I need to address, do you think using bicycle should be encouraged? Yes, yes. Even though riding bicycle having various benefit in your life, you can increase your cardio wala, exercise having bicycle, because right now people are go to the gym to ride the bicycle. So using bicycle, you can fit your life, fit your health, even though increase your muscular also. You can have joint mobilities, kind of the knee, even though various joint having problems, so you can use bicycle to relax, feeling in your mind also, in your joint folder also. Even though you also aware about, in the ancient time, people, the parent encourage children to ride bicycle, because of more and more child will pandal now, so might be your bone will be also increase. So this kind of mentality was there. So if I'm talking about health wise, really, uh, decrease your distress level while riding bicycle right now. Even though you also know about, for the fitness point of view, you can reduce your fat also, fat level to ride bicycle. Even though sometimes you can think about various disadvantage also, because if you have planned your mind to go to Lonavala or various uh, kind of big destination, so you can't ride the bicycle. You should have to different luxurious things, because kind of light don't have proper lighting in the bicycle, don't have proper safety in the bicycle. So these kind of points are in my mind. So it's also having various research for that perspective. You should kind of ride bicycle once and twice in a week also to fit yourself. So thank you so much. It's all about me about that topic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prem.
Might be you also agree in some point, right?
Yes. So, Namaste, Deepak sir.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Welcome, Deepak sir.
Hello, everybody. Sorry, I had to drop off early yesterday. There was somebody at the door, and then that somebody turned out to be someone who was supposed to be servicing one of my equipments. So I got entangled in that. I'm sorry for yesterday.
Okay, sir. No issue, sir. It's our daily routine, sir. So, as you free, please join, sir.
Sure. Yeah, today I have some time, no office meetings. So I thought I'll take a peek.
Yes.
Carry on. Very good discussion.
Thank you. So, now I request to Surinder, sir, please say something regarding our today topic, bicycles or cycle, as you wish, sir.
Hello. I'm audible, sir?
Yes, Surinder, sir.
Yes,
Please
yes.
continue.
Yes.
And Sudhanshu ji, please unmute. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. So, for thank you for giving me chance for discussion. Today topic is bicycle. Yes. Since childhood, every child has desire to how to ride a bicycle. Uh, when I was child, yes, also I have desire that time how to ride a bicycle. A lot of attempt done. Then I successfully ride bicycle after, and there is questions. Do you have a bike? Yes, I have a bike. And how often do you use it? Actually, bicycle is used by many nowadays, but bike is or motorcycle is popular among the people. A motorcycle are used, and also I'm using motorcycle. How old were you when you learned to ride a bike? Yes, bicycle. Bicycle is. I learned bicycle to ride when I was child, and motorcycle was. I think when I was 25 or 26, then I learned to drive bicycle. And do many people in your country using bicycle? Yes, of course. Actually, we are living in developing country, so here main vehicle is to use a motorcycle now. Firstly, in early days, early years, when we were totally depend on bicycle, now it is changed to motorcycle, and we are using motorcycle. A lot people are using a motorcycle, I think. And in developed country, motorcycle is not popular among the children. Usually they use their car, and everyone had desire to use their car, but as per their capability they use. And I think. And what is the next question? Do you think using bicycle should be encouraged? Yes. uh, Bicycles using a bicycle should be encouraged. Most usable bicycle in the country, I think it is Netherlands, Germany, and many countries like that. They are people they are using bicycle, and there are two benefits. They are using their bicycle and making less pollution, and also they are being healthy by using the bicycle. So we should use as possible as bicycle. But now this is actually there is less time. There are a lot of rush to do to reach their offices and to reach their destination. So they are using people are using nowadays motorcycles and their cars also. But we should promote, I think, a public transport except to private transport, because a lot of pollution are also are produced by the private vehicles. Because if we are using motorcycle or अपना अपना कार जो है यूज करते हैं, then we can emit a lot of pollution. So we should use public transport like metro and railways, these type of things. So I think we public transport should be encouraged to use. Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Surinder sir. You provide us a lot of idea regarding bicycles and transport, mode of transports in our society. So now I request to Savita ma'am, please say something regarding our today's topic, bicycles or cycle. Please, ma'am. Savita ma'am, you want to say something? Please unmute, ma'am.
हाँ हाँ, लेकिन मैं भी तो हिंदी में बोलूंगी।
थोड़ा बहुत इंग्लिश में बोल सकती है क्या मैम? या अभी थोड़ा बहुत अपने
नहीं,
हिसाब से
अभी
जो
मैं
भी बताना चाहती है इंग्लिश में? यस मैम, because you are also present for learning something, so it will be good for you also, ma'am.
क्योंकि मैं तो बाइसाइकिल और ये इससे रिलेटेड नहीं हूँ ना, तो मुझे बोलने में समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि मैं कैसे इसको बताऊं।
So Prem, you want to say something? मतलब ask something or a small introduction also, ma'am, because you are present for learn also. So please, ma'am.
आई हैव मैं इसका आंसर सिर्फ देती हूँ क्वेश्चन का।
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, doesn't matter if you are going to wrong or right. The point is, ma'am, you can try actually, at least, ma'am, because trying is more important, ma'am. So gradually, ma'am, you are also going to improve because you are also at least not trying to speak, but you are listening right what people are saying. The point is, ma'am, it don't matter, ma'am. You are able to make or not, you can try, ma'am.
अम्म,
Namaste, sir.
Welcome, Amarnath, sir.
Sir, please unmute, sir.
Okay. Hello. Hi, everybody. I see.
Namaste,
Uh,
sir.
yeah. How you all doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Deepak,
Continue with the
Deepak sir.
program. I'm just
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Deepak sir
Continue
also
with the
joined
program.
today, sir. Yes. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, Amarnath ji. How are you? Hello, sir. How are you, Amarnath ji?
Oh, sorry, I was unmuting. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Good.
It's good to see all of you, and good to see everybody is motivated to continue this. So that's very good.
Yes,
So
yes,
let's continue with
yes,
the
please.
topic then. Thank
Yeah,
you.
let's carry on. Yeah.
So now I request to Rosni, please say something regarding today's topic, bicycles or cycle. Rosni, please unmute and say
Yeah.
something.
Um, I don't uh, I don't have bicycle, scooty, and bike because I'm on a child age. I fall down from bicycle, so I could to learn the bicycle. Then after I learned the scooty in a college time, then I was also fall down on road, so I could learn to scooty. So that's why I don't ride any bicycle, scooty, or bike, and I don't have DL. So I only prefer only a public transport like auto, Ola, Uber. That's right. So I don't have any interest to learn. So this is the main problem. That's it. Hello.
Yes, Rosni, you done?
Yes.
Okay, Rosni. You have little idea because you only I like learning time you left riding your bike.
Yes, I fall down on road. I have multiple injuries, so that's why. And
Yes,
my
yes, yes.
family also told so Kuntala.
So now Navinji, you are present or no? I think Navinji left. Prem. So now I want to say something regarding today's topic, bicycles or cycle. So yes, this is very good topic today. It's our general routine we see in our society, the role of bicycles. So first of all, this is our freedom. Means those are people till now using only public buses, public transport only, and after purchase bicycle, they free feel. They have doesn't matter which time they feel free and can join. Means they travel anytime, any place as we wish. So this is really good feel when we purchase first time bike because we know that yes it's I think if we compare to public transport then we realize that the yes this is a pollution increasing in our country or our society, this type of thing, but in starting means it's a really good feel after purchase of bike. And nowadays we see that electric bike is also present in our society, so this is our our society. And if we compare to an ancient time, the role of horse is also as like our current bike, because if we see in Ramayana or Mahabharata as like horse, elephant, and and Rath. Rath is like our four wheeler right now, and horse is like our bike. The role of horse is like current in bike. So this is really good for our society because compared to four wheeler, bike expenses is very few, less, and in road also four wheeler and two wheeler. Then we feel yes, bike is very good because we know that in our India a lot of signal, a lot of so we seen that the role of bicycle is very good in our society right now. So now I request to Deepak sir, please say something regarding our today's topic.
Hello. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
I can say something. I mean, I have not particularly been associated with bicycles of late in the last, say, 10-15 years, ever since I have come to the UK. Though I must say, UK has widespread use of bicycles here. A lot of people prefer using bicycles, but bicycle was a part of my life when I was in India, not here in the UK, because in the UK I find it's extremely cold outside. Hardly the kind of environment in which you would be encouraged to ride a bike. So, but in India, I remember my first bicycle was given to me when I was in the year eight. Our school used to be about 5 or 6 kilometers away from my home, and earlier, I mean, when I changed my school when I was in year eight. So the earlier school that I used to go to, the school before the change, was very close to my home, so there was never a need to buy a bike. But then I got admitted to a better school, and that school was about 5 to 6 kilometers, much further off than the previous school. So suddenly in the family there was the need to buy a bike, and I was the first of the three siblings to be given a bike. And I still remember it was a long wait for a weekend when my father was free, and then we went there. And in those days, you didn't have those ready-made bikes. You had to sit down there in the shop and order parts of your choice, and the bike would be assembled right in front of your eyes. So I clearly remember that day when my own uh, bike got assembled right in front of me. It was a red colored racing bike that I purchased first, and I also remember the price. It was 517 rupees only, and I'm talking of the year 1982 or 83. I was in year eight. So that was my first bike. It was my dream. I mean, I came back home feeling like I was on cloud nine. A bike was, and it was a good thing to show off to my friends also. Not a lot of my friends had bicycles in those days. So you have to remember, I am from a time when televisions, bicycles, telephones, even fridges in homes were massive luxuries. People used to be known by the fact that they have a fridge at their home, or TV had not even come in. TV came much later when I was in year 10. That was in 85. That was the first time the color TV came, and we all had a look at the color TV. But in back in 82 or 83, even if you had a fridge at your home, you had a different status. If you had a phone at your home, you belong to a different class in the society. That was the importance of things like telephones, fridges, and in that category, I mean, within my peer group, children like me in year eight or nine, a bike was a similar position. If you were a bike owner, you had a different status amongst your friends. So yeah, I got my bike, and I must say I made very good use of it. My life was spent on bikes, going to the school, coming back, whether it was a hot summer afternoon, temperatures soaring up to 38 or 40, it didn't matter much because I had my bike, and the bike was like an air conditioned aeroplane for all of us. So that was the luxury that I'm talking about back in. So right from 83 to 85, I did my matriculation on that bike, went to school, came back every day. And then when I got admitted to my plus two, the 11 and 12 years, the 11th year and the 12th year, again, the school was about 6 or 7 kilometers away from the college, was 6 or 7 kilometers away from where I used to live. And the bike was a big savior. Uh, that typical jhola on the bike handle with full of books, and riding my way to the school and coming back, regardless of the weather, whether it was raining or whether it was hot. It was a hot summer afternoon. The bike, if you had a bike, you were lucky, and you were not supposed to be asking for more if you had a bike. So I used my bike right up to the age of about 17 when I got admitted to my engineering college. When I went to the engineering college, obviously I couldn't take my bike along. The bike was left back at the place Durgapur where I used to live, and I got admitted to IIT Dhanbad. So at IIT Dhanbad, I did not have a bike, but there were a few students who did have bikes, and again, it was a sought after item. Bikes were always being borrowed around, and if you were if you're a friend of somebody who had a bike, you had the privilege of borrowing his bike. People used to make friends with someone because the guy had a bike. And I'm talking of simple bicycles, not motorcycles. When I say bike, I essentially mean a cycle, a
Cycle.
bicycle,
Yes.
as we
Yes.
know.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah, it was a very good. So I used it quite often, even at the school of mines, the IT Dhanbad, that is as it is known today. I used to ride a bike, often going to cinemas with friends. But then when I landed up in a job in 1991, it was then that I stopped using a bike. But that red racing bike that I had was passed on to my younger sister, who used it for some time, after which she started getting shamed because it was a male bike, a gent's bike, and she wanted a female one. So finally, I think my mother sold it off to somebody for a very small price, and that was the end of my bike story. But then again, when I was working for Coal India Limited in Dhanbad after I did my engineering. Again, this passion for a bike rose its head again, and I went ahead and I purchased my second bike. And I still remember the price of that too. That was 1800. That was a Ranger bike with those wide wheels which you could ride on a mountain. Though I mean, Dhanbad doesn't have mountains, but it was like a fancy purchase that I went for, spending a lot of money on a bike that number one was not made for the roads of Dhanbad, and number two, I did not really need, because I had a motorbike then. So I kept that bike for another 2 to 3 years, after which I finally gave up on bikes. But I think, yeah, someone mentioned Netherlands, and I've been to Netherlands a couple of times. I was amazed by the passion that people have there for bikes. The whole city is full of people biking their way to work, to school, to restaurants. A cycle is the default way of transportation in Amsterdam, at least. Even in the countryside in Netherlands, you find a lot of bicycles. And what an amazing thing it is! One person riding a bike instead of a motor car does so much for the environment. You're saving on fuel. You end up not polluting your environment at all, and it's a much cleaner approach to transportation. In the UK, again, yes, a lot of people are quite passionate about bikes. There is a scheme here. If you buy a bike, the company that you're working for will pay 75% of the cost of the bike, whatever the price of the bike. And there are very modern, very high quality bikes available here. I mean, to the extent that you can actually buy a bike that would cost you about 4,000 pounds, which is about 4 lakh rupees today. There are bikes of that kind available, and people go for them. Or they are equipped with things like gears and pedal assist and whatnot, different kinds of wheels. I don't even understand the configuration now. I've given up on that. So my final my latest association with bikes came when I went to buy a bike for my own son, who is now in year 8. He's now in year 10. So when he was in year 8, I bought a bike for him. So I went to the shop, and a lot of things have changed. The front wheel can be taken out by bare hands. You don't need a spanner to take the front wheel out. And they have made it that it's got a small black lever that you turn a few rounds, and then you pull it out, and the front wheel comes out. And they've made it that way because they want bikes to be fitted in the boots of cars, so that you can take your bike along if you're going on a journey on a car to some remote location, or even for a picnic or something of that kind. It is easy to fit bikes into boots of cars or hang them behind using various kinds of adapters and all that. So one thing I remember is with a bike. My son was quite used to the bike when one day he got a puncture in one of his wheels. Now, having a puncture in the UK is a big problem, because you don't find people on the road like in India who you take your bicycle to and who repair the puncture in your bike. You have to do it yourself. Otherwise, they ask you to replace the wheel completely, which again is very costly. So I Amazon I ordered a puncture repair kit from Amazon, and I remember taking my own bike for puncture repairs back in Durgapur in India, and I used to watch it very intently. I remembered every step, And that came very naturally to me. When my son's bike developed a puncture, I found it very amusing that within 20 to 25 minutes, without any instructions being given to me, I could actually repair the tube in his bicycle and inflate it. I inflated it using a pump that I always keep in my car, a 12-volt battery operated pump. So I could apply a sticker to it, repair it, and get the bike working. So yeah, that's been my experience with bikes. Wonderful experience, and I think bicycles should be strongly encouraged. It keeps you healthy instead of going in for treadmills or walking. You can do if you can do kilometers on your bicycle. Nothing like it. It's very good for your blood pressure. It's good for encouraging uh, height growth in children. I've heard that if your child does a lot of bicycling, he has a natural tendency to be taller and all that. So a lot of things, good things associated with bikes, and therefore I strongly encourage people, especially youngsters, to go for bikes. I have had a very good experience and a very healthy experience with bikes, I would say. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It's really thank you so much,
Providing
sir. And really various experience or various memory will also join with this bike and bicycles. Really amazing, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, in UK also, how frequently people are using bicycle, right? Sir? Kind of. Uh,
Lots. It depends on the weather. If the weather, see, most of the times it is raining or snowing. But on the few weekends or the weeks that you get bright sunny weather, you'll find a lot of people going out on bikes. People keep bikes, but not as the main mode of transportation. You cannot have it as a main mode of transportation. My own son, he has a bike, but he can't go to the bike. He can't go to his own school on a bike every day because of the weather. I think in America things would be slightly different. You at least have a consistent pattern in terms of sun or rain or snow.
yes. So now I wanted to ask sir, please say something, sir, regarding our today's topic, bicycle.
Okay,
Sir,
that's for me.
yes,
I'm the
yes.
last
Thank
one.
you.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Excuse me. Yeah, so I had very good experience, like most of you have experience in India with the bike, and that was the first machine I used, and you know, I have a very good memory of the very interesting story to tell about that one. That I used a bike when you cannot ride it on the seat. You know, in India, you might have seen some kids doing the bike. I could paddle, but I cannot sit. I was so small that I can just hold the
Yes, yes.
handle, and then I could paddle it, and that's how I used to run for a while. And so it was that was my first experience on the bike, uh, as a I would call, like, whatever, I don't remember how old I was that time, maybe 10, 11, 12, something in that range. And uh, and in my village there was a high point, and then from the high point to the low point there was already, over the time, track had developed. I had no idea that racing is being done. So in that condition, I used to go to the high point and then ride from top to the bottom of on that track. So, so I did the racing in my teenager age, from that high point to low point, and that was the biggest fun. And I still smile when I remember that fun. So that's how it was. Then when I was in the high school, I was in the Madhwani town, where the high school is, and my village was about 5 6 kilometer north of that. So I needed a bike. So finally, I bought a second-hand bike. I still remember the price I paid. It is 67, I think, 67 or 68. 200 rupees I paid for that bike. Mm. Second-hand bike I bought from a barber who used to do my hair cutting, and my parents agreed for that. That was a good amount of money, and And then gradually what happened is that since I was using off and on my bike, and then suddenly I found that bike become, because I was not able to use it all the time, so it become a sharing uh, bike in my family. Other people also started using it, and finally I lost it. I was very sad about it because everybody would say that you don't need a bike, you are in the hostel, why you need a bike? uh, and so that was very interesting story. But for myself, I still enjoy, if I go in the village, I take a small bike ride. I love it. And like Deepak was mentioning about Amsterdam, I had opportunity to go to Amsterdam in 1990 on a business trip, and I was surprised to see the how the that country, how the bike is popular there. I'm talking about 1990. And it's a they can be the world role model. China was another country in the past where bikes were very frequently used to go to office. People prefer to that one, and I think we can learn from them in India, and we should develop roads everywhere that where there is a pathway for bikers, which many European countries have, or even America you have here. That you have a lane just for bikers, not motorcycle bikers, just real bikers.
Cycle.
And you have your
Cycle.
own cycle biker. Yes, even in New York City you have that one everywhere. So you will see that sometimes you would see in New York City the policeman is on the bike. And nowadays this is a trendy, right, that every city has a kind of rent your bike type of thing. You can go and then just like you rent a car, you can just rent a bike, go from one point to another, finish your shopping, whatever you want to do, and come back and return it, or return drop it off on another station. So, and and it's a very very useful thing. Of course, kids here, normally I see here, it's also a good pastime, uh, which I have not been able to use. But I see that a lot of families, they all have like all different sizes of bike, and on the weekends they go for enjoyment for the ride. Mother, father, and children, small children, they all would go have a good time. I see. So biking is a very good exercise, very encouraging exercise. We all should use it and enjoy the fresh air. I highly encourage it. So that's about this one. I also want to remind everybody on the other note that starting this Wednesday, we will have more ladies focus night. So it will be like Lady Chopal and Rosni and others. Sabita, I see you all are welcome. That will be your night. You guys can be in control of the agenda, whatever you guys like, and we'll do that. And on Friday, we'll initially do with this. We'll make it for agenda for college and school students. So if you have any students, please encourage them to come on Friday. Share this meeting notice, and we look forward to seeing you guys all again in other sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You provide your memory of ancient time of utilization of cycle.
Yeah, and there was a one dangerous moment also I forgot to mention in my bike ride. You know, one day when I was doing that underarm biking, there was a small kid who was on his four legs trying to cross the road. My God! Uh, and and I am coming with a speed, and I thanks God my brain decided not to stop, or I kind of I was just lucky that I managed to cross, and that baby also crossed. I still have panic. And then one old man whose having children was, he was looking at me that you could have killed my grandson. I didn't know. uh, I stopped after that one, but I didn't know what to say. I was kind of very, very scared. I mean, but it was, my gosh, um, that back ride bike, that moment I still remember. That almost I could have caused an accident and probably would have killed a child. So be careful on the roads. You never know who is going to. A little tiny kid of like 1 or 2 year on 4 wheels walking on the road, and they don't know any signals. They don't
Not
recognize you, and
no
they
no
go by.
not only walking, sir.
Uh,
He they are crossing the road.
yes, they have they have right of way. In America, we have, like, we call it right of way. Who has the first right to way? So here also walkers have first right to walk on the road. If suppose in the cross section there is no signal or anything, and then biker is trying to cross, and you are also there, then you have to yield to them, let them walk first. That's the rule in America. And once they finish walking, then you can cross the road. So that time I didn't know any of those rules, but I'm uh, I'm lucky that that accident didn't happen. Otherwise, probably my life would be different. I might have gone to jail. I might have gone to jail as a teenager. I know.
Yes.
Scary. So yeah, be careful, man. Thank you.
So, Surendra sir, you want to say something? Means ask any question. Then Deepak sir and Amana sir is live now. Surendra sir, only you are now. Surendra sir, please unmute. Prem, you have any question?
Hello.
Yes. You have any question? Amanath sir and Deepak sir.
So Amanat sir,
Yeah.
so right now are you using bicycle for yourself ever?
I mean, I have used in the past, like I was telling you.
Right now
Uh,
I'm talking about might be 5 year
right,
ago.
no, not right now. But I am right now in a transition. So maybe I'm thinking once we buy the house again here in this area. Right now, market is kind of, we are waiting for the housing to go down a little bit. In here in this country, housing has ups and downs, just like a stock market. So right now I'm waiting,
Okay.
saving my money. I sold my previous house in which was in Phoenix, Arizona, and waiting for market to little bit become comfortable. And then, because now we moved from Arizona to New Jersey, where my son is working, and so once we settle down, maybe next year, then probably in my retirement, yes, yeah, I can have a bike and then I can walk around riding it. I look forward to it.
Good, sir. Good, sir. Even though, sir, in India, I also can see the various celebrities also using bicycle for their, not for their showing purpose. The main motive is for the health purpose. Kind of having bicyclists, various kind of different advantage also for the health perspective, having low in the blood pressure, even though stress level is also going to less. Even though various things in your mind having, I also seen various research or article where, because kind of doctor is also suggesting to have kind of you should ride bicycle.
Yes, Prem. And
So,
practically we seen that after COVID, the utilization of cycle is increased a lot.
Exercise is always good. It's proven that there is no down uh, uh, down effect on that one. We all know it, but we don't do it. That's the problem.
Yes, yes, sir.
right,
I am
right.
one of I am one of those. Like it is like Mahabharata has a big sentence, "Kim Ascharjam." Like although it was in a different situation that Yaksh and Yudhishthir have a conversation. Yaksh, what happened is that Pandavas, they have gone one by one to drink water from a lake, and they all were kind of passed away there, and then last was the Yudhishthir. Yudhishthir says that what is going on here? Then the yaksh on the tree says that, well, you are not allowed to drink this water, and they didn't obey me, and so that's why they are now in this situation. So Yudhishthir asked, "What can I do about it?" He said that, well, if you answer my questions, then you can also drink, and they can also be awake again. And so he asked him a question which is called Kim Ascharjam. That was the question. It's Mahabharata quote. Kim Ascharjam is a very popular quote in. And then Yudhishthira answers his question. Basically, he says about the life we all know about, that we are going to die one day, but we live here as if we are never going to die. And so, so the same way, if I take that to in this context, we all know that yoga, meditation, exercise, walking, biking, you name it, is very good for health. But we ignore it. All right. So that's the lesson that we.
So true, so true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have committed myself to a lot of exercises, and I regularly do all that. I can't blame myself for that. The one thing that I have not been able to conquer is sweets. Indian mithai, and I am weak in my knees. I just can't stop myself.
Yeah,
One piece goes into my mouth, and then I'll have the whole packet,
yeah.
and
Well,
that
we
is
all
my
have that weakness.
biggest problem.
We all have the weakness for, like here, when I see rasmalai, I cannot say no to it, or any
Yeah.
mithai. Right? I mean, it's very difficult. I went to store day before yesterday with my son, and I saw some bunia. I hadn't had bunia for a long time. I just uh, took a
Yeah.
pack of that one. So bunia, wow, we used to have it in Saraswati Puja. That's so kind of a
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Saraswati Puja, right. There is.
Saraswati. It
Yeah, my
reminds.
wife got bunya with sevai
Yes, yes, that's
yesterday.
popular in our place.
Yes, yes.
So yes, so but I think a reminder is that we all have to keep doing it, and in fact, our ladies have to do it too.
Yes, more
So
important for them, I would say.
yeah, because they can easily gain weight. And
True.
amazing thing. I think I was mentioning one time. Two things I need to mention about that one. That I never saw a Chinese fat woman. I don't know
You're
what
right.
they eat,
Yeah.
what is their eating habit, how they manage it. They would be all Chinese women, they are skinny. And then, of course, American white women, they are also pretty much skinny. Afro American black women, they are fat. Indian women are fat. Mexican women are fat. Other Asian women are fat. Pakistani and Arabian women. But you see that two category of ladies are very fit in this country are the Chinese ladies and American white ladies. And so, what they do again, American white ladies, they do a lot of exercise. One, and then they eat lot of salad and vegetables. I mean, there is normally every company you work for, there will be restaurant and cafe in the by the company. I mean, they hire somebody to run it, but there will be a cafe in every companies where you have 200, 300 or a couple of hundred people working. There will be cafe, or you can eat outside. But it's very popular. Salad is very popular among American women, especially the white women. And so we also increase our intake, not like we have a little bit in the bhat dal tarkari and then on the side a lump of salad.
Right, right, right.
That is not. That is not. The full meal is salad, lettuce,
I know.
tomato, a little bit of cheese, and all that. And there is some अपने यहाँ बोलते हैं ना मूंग ankuraya hua,
Sprouted moong, yeah.
sprouted moong and chana and all those cut mulis, everything. And hey, that is your lunch. And I have tried also here and there a few times. It's really good. They put chicken also in it sometimes, all kind of stuff. I mean, there is a salad shop. You have so many varieties of salad, and people just go there, and you all can have different types of salad. So we definitely need to increase that. And I have a funny story to tell about salad from Delhi. So I think few years back I went to Delhi, and you know uh, we ordered a special salad. And guess what I got? Normally we here in the West we get lettuce, or I'm sure London we get lettuce in Europe. And he gave me the cabbage in the salad, cabbage leaf. Cabbage leaf and lettuce leaves look very similar.
Yes,
And I
I
was
know, I know.
surprised and laughed. I said, "That holy cow! Is that? I mean, cabbage is not cabbage is there, but do people know about lettuce in India or not?" But that was like 10, 15 years back. So, uh, so that's
Yeah.
my story.
Yeah, here it was difficult to come across a office in which you have a canteen and the canteen doesn't have a salad bar.
Yeah, somehow we need to bring that into Indian culture. I don't know
Yeah,
how we can do that. Even also restaurants, I see that you can have buffet. There will be salad, but we Indians we take only a little bit of salad, just kind of
yeah,
the
as
way
a
we used
side.
to eat in India as a side dish. Our main course is bhat dal tarkari or bhat dal meat, whatever you want to call it. But without rice and roti, we cannot survive. But try it. Try to encourage salad in the family. And now obese problem is happening in India too. And I see now kids are getting fatter in India because they're living in the apartments, just like big cities here and London, and they don't have a space, so they don't get chance to do exercise like we did in the village. We used to walk a lot, or we had a bike, all those kind of things, and natural resources. So I was surprised to see when I, in fact, in villages, I saw kids who are getting fat nowadays. So solid intake has to increase. Then and then exercise both.
So I
Yes,
think I'll have to drop off now.
Yeah,
yes,
Yeah.
I
yes,
think
yes,
it's
sir.
time. Yeah, it's time for everybody to drop off. So it's
time,
nice.
time in India, 10:49, 10:50.
Yeah. Hey, you guys have to also go to bed because tomorrow you have to work, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. I need to go for office.
Agree.
Thank you so much, Amarnath
All
sir.
right.
Thank you
You
so much, Deepak sir.
Thank you,
Really.
everybody.
thank you.
Fun
Thank
to
you,
see
sir.
you all.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Good night, sir. Bye.
Bye bye, sir.